The pyramids themselves are distributed throughout the earth, not just in Egypt, but they're also in South America and Indonesia. Now, if you look on the globe, that forms a pyramid in itself, the triangulation of location. And if you look at the pyramids, they're always set up in triangulation with a certain star structure in that shit, to the point where that they were channeling energy and fucking like the shit Tesla was on, where they were doing something with electromagnetics and all kind of shit, because it's all based on vibration. And I bring it back to what we were talking about. In the beginning was the Word. It says it right in the beginning of Genesis. And I'm talking about these rays of light right here are like the sun coming down. And each ray of light, right? If you broke each ray of light down, it exists on different dimensions, right? So the reality that we live on, this earthly dimension that we live on, is just a sliver of the light of the plane of existence. Because Jesus is what? I am the way, I am the light. He told you, I am the way, I am the light. And how did he know that? Because he's the Son of God. God, to me, is a consciousness. It is a him, it is a thing, it is something. But it's here. There is a God. Now, I want to understand what I'm saying. Let me bring you back to my understanding. The sliver that we are on is just a frequency. On this frequency, these certain atoms exist in this certain static vibrational frequency. Everything in existence is a vibration. The earth is listen, hold on. I'm going to bring them back. On the atom, every single atom is 99% empty. It's 1% solid, 99% empty. So that means 99% possibilities. It never becomes anything until a conscious observer looks at it. A conscious observer is only us right now, human beings. Okay. But in his image. In the Bible it says, God, we made man in our image. It doesn't say, I made man in my image. God does not say, I made you in my image. He says, our image. You were made in our likeness. Think about it.
What does that mean to you, though?
What does that mean to me? It means,
I know what it
I'm going to break it down to you even further. So you because you lead the congregation. This is the only reason I'm going so fucking deep. Only reason I'm going so fucking deep. Here's why. Because the fact that he said vibration. If we can exist on this vibrational plane, and when we die, our bodies die, but our consciousness survives. You know how we know that? Because aura has been proven by Russian scientists, American scientists, and Chinese scientists. Because they can look at a human body and see energy emitting from it, depending on your emotional mood, depending on the way you feel. It's green, it's red, it's heat, it's electromagnetics. The government has electromagnetic weapons right fucking now, and they can see this shit, right? So long story short, when you die, you're still emitting a certain energy. So what that means is, when you die, your aura does not die. Your aura is your consciousness. That's God. That's life, that's energy, that's nature. It's a life force. Now what we do, I think we as consciousness, we're pieces of it. I'm going to break it down even further for you. Your body is made up of a trillion cells. The planet Earth is made up of a trillion life forces. Insects, plants, human beings. We are the cells of the planet. So when the earth is in turmoil, we have storms. We have all kind of things. So that's why Jesus taught peace. Because when we're at peace, the world is at peace. And that's the Garden of Eden.
We're not at peace.
Feel what I'm saying? What I'm saying is my understanding, your understanding is two different things. We two universes colliding. But you're not fucking with me.
Nah, I think...
Now, what's your opinion? Boy, this is debate.
Check it out.
Bruce versus Carlos, 2014.
Blackest host. Blackest moderator. Sorry,
mentioned a lot of facts.
Stay in the background, dude.
Some of it is factual and true.
We were created by the gods. By the gods. The same God. It doesn't matter what you call them. Yeah, God.
The panel has
God.
God's plural.
The panel has a question.
God is God. But the people who created us were sent through God. We were created by a different race of beings.
First of all,
if you want to really take it there, DNA was changed. DNA changed 40,000 years ago. Unlike any being on the planet Earth. unlike any being on the
Can he
planet Earth.
speak, though?
No, now hold on.
You said,
Our
Hold
DNA
up.
is
You got
unlike-
5 minutes.
No.
You got 5 minutes on here. Let's just go.
You said our DNA, but then are you saying that? Hold on, wait, we're talking about you got
Human being DNA is unlike anything on planet Earth. You cannot get us
get him, Keith.
through the combination of any two. You cannot get human beings through the combination of any two species on Earth. It's
we are
impossible.
only able to exist on is the Earth. Included
Somebody
on that?
manipulated our DNA.
Carlos, I'm asking a question.
Somebody manipulated our DNA
No, wait.
outside of the Earth.
Whoa.
5 minutes, son. You have 5
Yo, let
minutes.
niggas
Time out.
speak though, be like, yo, why you gonna say this man can't speak though? Like,
the conversation like that. Nobody else can talk.
When you said somebody, wait a minute, talking about we just
on
came
camera,
from
brother.
where light
You got time limit.
from the beginning when God said,
I should just dump that
I
nigga
am the
camera,
light.
right?
We
Yeah.
just came from that wavelength to somebody manipulating our DNA. Hold up, we need to come back.
God is still behind that, though. Don't let me lose you. God is still behind that. There's still a God. We haven't been told the whole story. It's deeper than you think it is. God is still God. The story is deeper than you realize it to be. God directed those beings to create us.
So time out.
That's why Jesus was sent here to save us, save mankind, humankind.
That's
us.
true.
Jesus was the
that's
reflection
true.
sent.
That's true.
It all ties in together. What I'm trying to get y'all to see is see deeper. You gotta tie all this in
Well, first of all, let me definitely address one thing or whatever. When this dude mentioned the whole, first of all, the Bible says, "Let us make man in our own image," which is fact. You can look that up in Genesis, but what that actually means is, the quote is, "Let us make man in our own image." That's speaking of the Holy Trinity or whatever.
That's what they tell you.
God the Father.
That's what they tell you, because
Son,
the
and
truth
God
is
the
a
Holy
whole
Ghost.
different ball game.
And that's what that actually
The
means.
truth
Let us
is
make
a
man in
whole
our
different
image.
ball game.
You know,
There's no Trinity, brother.
which is quite remarkable.
And if it
because
is, it's humanity.
Keep, if you
It's
actually
different
think about
beings
it,
and races of beings.
Human beings are
That's what it is.
the
It's
only
different
species
dimensional planes.
that can actually speak and communicate or whatever. And that right there is something that has originated with God, though, or from God.
But that's just based on
The
that
power
verse in
to
the Bible.
speak words, though.
Hundreds of versions.
You ever heard
The
of
power
what you know
and
about the book?
ability to actually speak.
Have you read the book of
That's a
Enoch?
divine. What you say?
Have you read the book of
I'm bring it
Enoch?
back to the regular folk.
Do you know about the Watchers?
I'm just gonna say.
You gotta know about the Watchers. I'm telling you, brother.
talking
If you
about
get
that.
nothing else from this
They act as
conversation,
if
read the
humanity-
book of Enoch immediately.
So
They talk
for
about
both
the
of you-
Watchers.
For both of you, let me ask you. Okay,
They talk
so,
about the Watchers.
So
They took it out of the book, the Bible, for a reason. They chose to when the Bible the version that we see,
was
they
the
chopped
first
off some
man a
books.
caveman? Was Adam a caveman?
No, it's a whole different cavemen that we think of were a whole different species of being. They weren't like us.
We talking about the beginning of
that was
mankind,
before
right?
Adam.
We're just talking about who created us, right?
I'm just asking you what he's talking about.
We're
How
made,
old do you think
we
you
are
are?
made in someone's
God.
image.
I know this
Okay,
is
time out.
my
We're made in
face is
someone's
like
image.
Nah.
humankind is a
What was that first image
This
like?
guy.
What was the first image?
But you,
Adam wasn't a caveman. What was the first? What was that
but you
first
also
image?
got to know that
It was just like
we found over hundreds of different types of human types of skeletons that don't exist anymore.
and their DNA is all different from ours.
Yeah, there's so many.
Their
different
DNA is
versions of
different. They
humans
weren't the same
that
type of
have
beings
died out.
that we are.
Whatever happened on this earth happened in multiple places. Meaning there's a different
Multiple
strain of person.
ages. Multiple ages.
It could be ages as well
There's
because
all
time does
kinds of
pass.
ages.
Yo, bro, I can show you right now.
Neanderthals or
And
whatever.
because
No,
the
how
earth
long
is
they
just
actually
outlasted all
How long
the
do they
ages
live?
that
They
they
probably live like
How do you know?
like 80,000 years.
Every human being died on this planet.
80,000
Right now, and would
years.
still be
Okay.
enough fucking
Now
humans
back.
with the
Bruh,
genetic